I was planning on making another Critical Role animatic this week because I love making those, but then my tablet stylus broke and I needed a new idea. So I've shared some art of some NPCs for my D&D campaign in my community tab over the last few weeks, which you seem to enjoy, and I have time lapses of me drawing them, so I thought I would share some more info about the characters and my process for creating and drawing NPCs. I'm Jacob, and you're watching Jacob Makes Stuff. This first character is Darren. Now, Darren is a half-elf man in his late 30s, though his elven heritage helps him hold on to his youthful glow still. His father left him when he was very young, so he had to turn to a life of crime in order for him and his mother to survive. Later in life, he met one of the player characters, who goes by the name The Mushroom, and they started a smuggling operation using a bar as a base. As the market grew, Darren adopted a more extravagant lifestyle, dressing in nice clothes and drinking fine wines. He still kept his playful mentality though. His weapon of choice is a rapier, sometimes paired with a dagger, and although he is capable in combat, he's no frontline fighter. He has embraced the joys of life and does not pass up the chance for a game or a good party. His eyebrow is slashed by an old scar that has faded but left a mark nonetheless. This was from a fight with the aforementioned player character, but don't worry, they are still good pals. The Mushroom left 10 to 15 years ago, but Darren managed their operation well and made it prosper in spite of his friend being gone. When drawing Darren, I wanted to capture that sly playfulness. I wanted to imply nice quality clothes without making it garish. He has to stay anonymous. Therefore the golden buttons and the maroon pants. The rapier was also a place where I felt I could expand on that liking for fine craftsmanship. I used colder colors to contrast the next character, but also to imply that he, while fun-loving and playful, can also be cold and calculating. Ariadna is a gnome woman from the floating island of Piraeus. Piraeus is a beautiful place and very technologically advanced compared to the rest of the world, but religion and tradition stand very strong in their society. Their god Ilio, the god of the sun, is also the god of pacifism and self-control, two values that does not fit the energetic and spontaneous Ariadna very well. She left the island to travel the world and experience everything it has to offer. When she met the duo of Darren and the Mushroom, she joined their little group and is now the main organizer of daily life in their bar. She loves having fun just as much, maybe even more than Darren, but where Darren mostly enjoys going to parties, Ariadna loves to organize them. She's not afraid to use some coercion or blackmailing in her hunt for the best entertainers, which often leads to her events gaining the best bands for a low price. When drawing Ariadna, I wanted to convey the idea of her always being in motion. I went into post design with the thought that this was a quick photo of her as she was passing by, turning to smile at the camera before quickly scurrying away to meet some new friends somewhere else. I tried to apply the principle of secondary motion on her hair and her apron to show that she can't stand still for long periods of time. I knew she was going to have bright orange hair, so I chose the other colors to complement that and to showcase her warm and bubbly personality. Now the last character is Plip. Plip is more of the silent type, at least compared to the other two. He grew up by the Eldhug coast, Eldhug being a Norwegian word for fiery enthusiasm. As you can guess, that was not the perfect environment for Plip's strong and silent type. He met the rest of the group when they had already settled down at the bar, because he was looking for work as a sailor in the city of Elnes, where the bar is located, which serves as the main port where ships from the Western Isles arrive. But Ariadna, Darren, and the Mushroom took a liking to him and offered him a job. His tough demeanor hides a really kind and caring guy who would do anything for his friends. If someone needs to be thrown out of the bar, he is your guy. His deadpan humor always gets a laugh from the others, and lately, another rival gang has appeared in the city, clouding our group's fine balance with the Empress Guard in the town. Plip, of course, wanted to go up and beat them up in order to scare them out of the city, but this wasn't very successful. Luckily, the Mushroom has just returned after being gone, with some new friends as well. Maybe they could help Plip take care of their new enemies? When drawing Plip, I needed to convey a different personality types from the other two. The pose was quite difficult actually because it quickly became stiff and boring, but I think I ended up with something kind of dynamic at least. The bare, muscly arms were also difficult because my grasp of anatomy is mediocre at best, but with some good research and reference, I believe I got my point across. This is not a guy you want to mess with. I wanted to portray some of his kindness and compassion in his face though, slightly contrasting with the tough guy aesthetic. Now, I hope you enjoyed this little peek into my process, both when drawing characters but also when I create them and the world they inhabit. I have many more NPCs of course, and drawing them is really good practice and super fun, so if you want to see more of these types of videos, please click subscribe. And if you're a DM or a player yourself, share how you create your characters and your worlds down in the comments below. I love learning from all of you talented people, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike, and if you want to see more of me, please hit subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.